Hey Aquarius, welcome to your 2022 reading for the year. We're going to look at some messages for kind of some spiritual soul messages. We're going to look at some love message, and we're going to look at a money career message. So take what resonates, leave the rest. You can always check out your sun, your moon, your rising sign. Let's kind of see where we go. Again, these are kind of predictive, so some of this might not resonate for you. Some of you it will. Just kind of depends where you're at. But also just like remember that these are general, they may not be your message, and don't take anything too personal, you know? Things might change. The whole year hasn't even happened yet, so at least when I'm recording this. So we're gonna get into some tea leaf messages for you to start, and then we're gonna get into some spiritual soul messages. So let's kind of see what's going on for you, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know for 2022? What does Aquarius need to know? Oh, geez. Well, I had one fly off there. I'm going to go grab that one, actually. 1 second. Okay, so the card that came out that flew on the ground, we have fair man, dealings or relationships with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. So you could be dealing with someone like that. Less cards, please. What does Aquarius need to know? We have vase, secret admirer. Okay, this person could be a secret admirer for some of you. We have frying pan, troubles. Trouble and accusations. Then we have older woman, dealings or relationships with an older woman. We have cup, you should accept valid criticism. And mice, discord among family or friends. So some of you could be dealing with, I kind of feel like this older woman could be somebody in your family or your friend group for some of you. It feels like, I don't know, there could be just like a little bit of not agreeing with each other. That does feel like there's somebody who's got their eye on you, though, with the secret admirer and the man energy. Those two came out beside each other, which makes me feel like someone has their eye on you, and then there's a older woman, or man, somebody who's older that I feel like would be more of a family or friend that I don't know. There's some sort of disagreement between the two of you. And then we have broom, new home, new attitudes. Some of you could be moving or getting a new home, looking at moving. Okay, but I feel like also too, like some of you could be just like, that could be improving your energy. Like maybe you're moving out or something like this from your family home, which is going to help your energy. But let's see. Let's see what other spiritual messages are coming up here for Aquarius in 2022. What does Aquarius need to know for 2022? Let's see. Aquarius, what is going on here for them? We have deep cellular healing. So it says Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. And then we have we the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So going through a lot of healing, it feels like some of you are healing from something family related. Okay, maybe it's like just healing from generational stuff too. Like that could be part of it, is that it's not necessarily like an issue that you have. It just could be more of a generational thing rather than like a problem with a person. And it feels like, it almost feels like you're nurturing and stepping into this new phase because you've done the healing work. Okay, so there's kind of like something opening up for you because you've done a lot of self-care, a lot of self-work when it comes to your physical and your emotional body. Okay, so you're kind of being able to step into this like newer energy with a star at the bottom of the deck. So lots of healing, it feels like. Let's see what's going on here for you, Aquarius, in the tarot for spiritual soul messages. 5 of Swords, first card out. So definitely there's been some conflicts here for you. I feel like there could be people too around you that like you're just not seeing eye to eye with. We have the 7 of Cups, Three of Pentacles. This could be like, again, family or friends or people who are in your closer social circle. Three of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles. Let's get one more here. Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. So there is this kind of like this conflict, confusion even. Not maybe really, like I almost feel like some of you need some assistance or some help in a situation with the Three of Pentacles. But it's almost like you're not open to it. Or you just don't know where to go for it. Like some of you are really kind of overwhelmed or confused. Five of Swords and the Seven of Cups is really making me feel, especially in with the Two of Swords here, there's something where you definitely needed to heal from something and kind of like re-evaluate something is also what I'm feeling. I do see you starting out on a new journey here. We have the Page of Wands. It's like you're exploring new things, you're looking at new things, but there's kind of this like, I don't know, maybe you're not open to the people that you've been dealing with in the past here. Because it feels like you've got conflict with the people around you for some reason, or you're not open to working with them. Or you're just not open to your options right now in life. You're wanting to explore new options. So let's see, why is this Five of Swords here for Aquarius in 2022? What is this about? We have the Nine of Swords with it. So Five of Swords, Nine of Swords. So definitely kind of in your head. We have the Page of Wands again. So some of you feel trapped or you feel stuck. Why is this Seven of Cups here? Nine of Wands. Yeah, like you feel like there's barriers preventing you from looking at new things or different options. Like you feel kind of closed off or you feel restricted by something or someone. What's this Three of Pentacles here? Or the Empress. So there's, and the Three of Pentacles. So there, again, there could be someone who can help you. You might not be open to someone's criticism. If there's like a mother figure or someone who is like an older woman in your life, I feel like they're trying to help you by giving you criticism, which, and sometimes we don't always take that well, you know, like it's like you might have to step back from that situation to really kind of be like, okay, I kind of see where that person's coming from. But it feels like you're not, there's just someone who's criticizing you and you're not really open to it. Now, money-wise, I feel like things are improving here with the Three of Pentacles, Empress. We have the Four of Pentacles, so things are progressing. But give me one more here with this Three of Pentacles for Aquarius. Ace of Cups. Again, like there's an opportunity. Some of you are really nurturing yourself or looking after yourself with the Star. So there's a lot of healing that I think you're going through here, Aquarius. It feels like you've been really burdened by a situation or people and needing to kind of give back to yourself. What's this Four of Pentacles here? Ten of Cups. And the Moon. There's something family related here for whoever this is for. King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Some of you just aren't open to, like, I feel like there's people around you that are trying to help you. I also feel like there's a family person or a friend or something like that that's kind of, you're not really getting along with. But there's something to do with the home, family, stability, that I feel like you could be definitely, I feel like you're trying to achieve a sense of happiness and fulfillment in your life. And that could be what this healing is, right? Like needing to start with the Ace of Cups so we can get to the Ten of Cups, but you're gonna be really focused on obtaining your sense of happiness. Again, Four of Wands, some of you could be getting a home or trying to build a home in the sense of like, you know, finding that emotional fulfillment when it comes to like a home life. But it has to do with money too. So some of you are maybe trying to save money to get a home, or just trying to, like, you're committing yourself to finding a home or even a relationship, okay? But some of you are really working on yourself. It feels like there's a lot of self-development, self-healing, personal development, that sort of thing. Knight of Cups, King of Cups. So it feels like there's this new exploration. There could be someone coming towards you here as you embark on this like new journey. We have the Moon. You don't know this person. Ace of Pentacles. Someone might have an offer for you as well that you don't know about yet. Yeah, it feels like there's an opportunity to be had around you, but I also feel like you're kind of more focused on, I think there's a need for you to focus on the healing of your own personal self, and that's going to bring in these other opportunities for you that, again, you might not be aware of because there's other things that you need to kind of fix up before getting to that point. So this feels like if you have any sort of drama or conflict or, again, someone's critiquing you or criticizing you, I don't feel like you're open to hearing it. I also feel like I feel like there's conflict between you and someone because of the way that either you view things, they view things, or both of you. Like you're not on the same page, and it feels more like a family member or something like that. And I think that there's a lot of you with the Empress and the Ace of Cups. There's a lot of like you nurturing yourself and working together with yourself, cooperating with yourself to do the things that make you feel better. Some of you are learning new skills, or like, again, the skill that you're learning is to take care of yourself in a sense of taking time to nurture yourself, do the healing work, right? That could be something that you haven't done before and you're needing to kind of like dive into that a little bit more. So it does feel like there's this new kind of journey, this new kind of path that I feel like you're going to be stepping into. It's going to open up new opportunities in life. Could be business related or even emotionally, romantically related. But I really feel like the biggest message that's coming through here is like healing from the past and kind of starting out on your own journey. Especially when it comes to, like, again, family or friends. Let's see what your final spiritual message is here for you, Aquarius. Yeah, we have Polar Bear, nurture. So it says, allow any anxieties and worries to be gently released and offered up to be healed. Big healing energy here. And then we have Ladybird, luck. All of your manifesting positive thoughts and visualizations have been heard. So I think as you go through this year, Aquarius, there's going to be a lot of healing, a lot of opportunities to heal. Again, there's something around like I'm seeing the bigger polar bear and the smaller one. So there's something around like family, parents, generational stuff that like needs to be healed, which is like going to open up new opportunities for you once you can heal this. Okay. So that's pretty much what I have for you, Aquarius, for the spiritual kind of side of things. We're going to get into the love portion now. Okay, so we're going to get into the love portion here for you, Aquarius. Again, it does feel like there's someone who's maybe got their eye on you if you're single. I mean, maybe you're not single and there's still someone, but let's see what's going on for your love life in 2022 here, Aquarius. Let's see. What does Aquarius need to know for their love life? What do they need to know here? We have free yourself. It says it's time to take back control of your life. And then we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So it feels like there could be something that you need to let go of. I almost said like emotionally let go of. We have the Ace of Cups again. So some of you have love that's trying to come in. This, again, you may have someone who's around you that has their eye on you, but I also feel like there's something around healing for you that's very significant when it comes to you opening yourself up to love. It feels like once you decide what you're looking for, or once you know what you're looking for, the universe is going to be able to bring that in towards you quicker than you think with that very soon card. We have the Knight of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Moon. Again, I was kind of getting, I think all these cards came out together in the soul message, all clarifying each other. Not in this deck, like the Page of Wands I think came out in this deck, but then the rest were in this one. So this feels like somebody who, again, I feel like you maybe don't know them or you don't know that they have feelings for you, that I think they're going to come in and start communicating here with you. Ace of Wands, yeah, somebody new. Or just a fresh energy. I feel like this person's been hiding how they feel for you and they're going to show it. We have the sun here. So we do have the sun and the moon, masculine and feminine energies here. Okay, so this does feel like a counterpart of some sort, but it feels like somebody new that could be coming in that you're manifesting. It feels like you're gonna have to like get to know this person. Again, some of you don't know about this person, or you have your options open, or you're single, you're not committed to anyone yet. But this feels like you don't know who this person yet. It's gonna be revealed to you, the sun. Okay, so let's see what this Knight of Cups is here in love for you, Aquarius. Why is this Knight of Cups here in love for Aquarius in 2022? What is this Knight of Cups here? High Priestess. Again, you don't know who this person is. Some of you also aren't paying attention because you're getting over something. 3 of Swords, the Moon. Okay, 8 of Swords. Like, either you or this person could be healing from something, so it's like that's why they haven't come forward, or you haven't come forward. Yeah, we have the Hermit card. So someone's kind of been keeping to themselves. This Emperor has been keeping to themselves, but I think they're going to reveal themselves here. What's this Page of Wands? This may be somebody who you already talked to, but they haven't expressed how they feel, okay? Yeah, the Hanged Man and the Queen of Swords. So you might talk to this person already, but for some of you, it's like they either are going to communicate with you or you are already communicating with each other, but there's no emotion to it. Like, it's almost like somebody could just be seeing where things are going to go. It's like you might be friends almost, is what I'm getting. Why is the Moon here? Wheel of Fortune and the 9 of Wands. Yeah, whatever someone's been holding back on or holding on to, I feel like they're going to say it. Page of Swords. They're going to open up. It feels like someone's been holding back how they feel. So for some of you, this could be somebody who maybe you work with, or it's a friend, or somebody who you like. I feel like you might, if you know them, you talk to them already, but not in a romantic sense. Others of you, could be a brand new person that you start talking to. What's this Ace of Wands? But again, I feel like if you start talking to this person in 2022, they hide how they feel at first. Ace of Wands, we have the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Give me one more here with this Ace of Wands and the 7 of Swords. 3 of Swords. I feel like one of you might think this is casual, or it might start out that way. It starts out as something casual, something fun, but something with no strings attached. Like, it's very not a commitment. And I think it's because whoever, if it goes this way, it's almost like because somebody hasn't fully expressed like how they really feel. Can I get one more here for this Ace of Wands? And I feel like somebody is maybe keeping it or has kept it casual because, yeah, 6 of Cups, the World, they're still trying to get over something from their past. They're still trying to heal something from their past. So that could be you, or that could be this person. Okay, what's the Sun here for? 8 of Cups reversed. Interesting. Can I get one more here with the Sun? 5 of Swords reversed. And the 10 of Swords. Someone's been going through something. This could very well be you with like this freeing yourself. Someone needs to free themselves of something from the past, is what it feels like. Let go of something from the past. 8 of Cups in reverse and the 5 of Swords in reverse makes me feel like something needs to come to the surface here with the Sun. Like, something needs to be expressed, something needs to be illuminated. And it's almost like where someone has been. 8 of Cups reverse, 5 of Swords reverse. The conflict that they've experienced in the past, needing to walk away from that, but it's almost like they haven't let it go yet. 10 of Swords makes me feel like someone's holding on to this. And it needs to be let go of. It needs to be brought to the surface, because I feel like that's what's holding back this relationship. There's a clearing on someone's part, which it could be yours or theirs, that's preventing this relationship from moving forward because somebody else has other stuff from the past. Okay. And that could be too why it starts out like casual. 8 of Pentacles reversed. 3 of Cups reversed. Again, it's like someone's not putting in the work. There needs to be more attention to detail here of like what's gone on that someone has to take a look at in order for this to move forward. So this really feels like there's a blockage here, some sort of shadow aspect or something that's hidden that's preventing this from moving forward. I also feel like, and that's what's holding someone back from really expressing how they feel about this situation. Because I feel like you and this person are still trying to kind of get to know each other, still trying to, you know, like make things work or just trying to move something in a forward direction. But something's getting in the way of it emotionally. Okay, so there's an aspect of like, I don't know, trying to make something work, but for some reason, someone's got to bring something to the surface. Someone's got to cast the light onto the fears or the worries or the past that has been kind of like haunting them in a way, is what it feels like. So I'm just going through these cards to find the reversals. But yeah, it feels like there's something, again, and even the sun and the moon are here together in this deck, right beside each other. So there's something, again, that needs to be brought to the surface in order for this relationship to take off. So if you're dealing with someone this year, I feel like you or this person, you'll know if it's you, but you or this person have something you got to deal with here in order for this relationship to take off. And I feel like that's why it maybe starts casual, because someone's still trying to handle something from the past or still trying to deal with something from the past. So again, freeing yourself. Someone has to free themselves here from a past situation. And I don't feel like they're in the relationship. I actually just feel like it's more of like an emotional thing that they have been hurt from the past. And so that's what's needing to be let go. It's not that they have another person, okay? So let's see if there's any other messages here with regards to your love life here, Aquarius, in 2022. What needs to be looked at here? What else do we need to know for Aquarius in 2022? With the Devil. Again, there's a blockage here. There's a karmic block here. 5 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. And the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody could be focusing more on their money and resisting this connection. Again, there's resistance here. There's a block here. 7 of Wands and the Devil. There's a block that's causing a conflict from this relationship becoming more. So I feel like things are kind of taking their time. The Knight of Pentacles, like things might move slowly while somebody heals from the past. King of Swords, 4 of Swords, 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups, so that they can be ready for this new relationship here. Wheel of Fortune. Some of you, this person isn't able to come forward because it's you who needs to heal from something. Okay, so again, like take that as it resonates. But it feels like someone's keeping to themselves, or someone's hiding how they feel, or not opening up because somebody else or someone in general needs to let go of something, some pain or some hurt or some deceptive quality from the past. Okay, so that's pretty much what I have for you with regards to love. It feels like someone needs to free themselves here, to really kind of like open themselves up, to be ready for this new love. Okay, so that's what I have in love for you, Aquarius. We're going to move on to the money and career portion now. Okay, so we're going to move on to the money and career portion for you, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on here. What does Aquarius need to know for their money and career in 2022? Let's see. Let's see, Aquarius, 2022, and their money and career. What is going on for you guys? We have Aries, I am. We also have Jupiter, Jupiter return benefits. So Jupiter actually goes into Aries this year in the summer sometime, I believe. I don't know the exact months, but It's in Pisces for the first half and kind of the last half of the year, and then kind of in between it goes into Aries. So there could be something significant in around that time for you, like summertime for you guys. It also feels like there's just like a focus on self. With Jupiter return being benefits, it's like things might come back around, or things might, like when maybe you're going through your Jupiter return. Some of you might have Jupiter in Aries. But it almost feels like you're going to get some sort of like gift, some sort of expansive growth or something that you're getting from Jupiter. We have love. Give me one more here for money and career for Aquarius in 2022. The Wasp, anger, retaliation, and jealousy. Bottom of the deck, we have Lady of the Lake, absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. So, I don't know, some of you need to bring more like love and compassion in towards your money and your career. Like some of you could be really bitter around something, but it's almost like needing to take responsibility. Jupiter gives all the gifts kind of at the end of it doesn't come in during typically. Like a lot of times you have to learn things along the way before getting the actual result that you're looking for. So some of you could be, it almost feels like frustration, like you could be kind of frustrated with the path or how things are going, but needing to have compassion with this love energy and like needing to, it's like your ego's kind of hurt. Like you need to kind of take responsibility for something when it comes to your money and your career this year. And again, it could just be kind of like frustration, but needing to kind of like own that and take responsibility and work to make changes is what it kind of feels like. Let's see what comes up in the tarot though. What's going on for Aquarius when it comes to their money and their career? We have the Ten of Swords, or the Everything is Fine card. We have the Queen of Wands. Three of Wands. What's going on for Aquarius in 2022 with regards to their money and career? Eight of Cups. Oh boy. I saw the Ace of Pentacles, but it looks like it flipped back in here. One more here, please. One more for Aquarius with regards to their money and career. The Emperor. Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. So I think some of you could be holding on to something that you need to let go of, need to walk away from in order to be able to move forward. Some of you are still bitter about something that maybe hasn't worked out, or something that has ended, or maybe there's a harsh ending that you're pretending all is good, but it's like it's really not. Okay, so some of you may have something that comes to an end that I feel like there's a need for you to move forward and walk away here. Three of Wands and the Eight of Cups. There's a need for you to kind of take control of this situation as well with this Emperor. You have with the Emperor and the Queen of Wands, there's a lot of strong energy that you have within you. Like some of you may have fire in your chart, you may have Aries specifically in your chart. Okay, but it's like you have this go-getter attitude about you, but I think there's a need to take responsibility and not let your ego be bruised for too long, because that's gonna keep you stuck. Okay, so some of you could be really upset about the fact that something has not worked out the way that you planned, or not worked out the way that you wanted. But I don't actually feel like it's a bad thing. I think it's like more of like the message here is more of like, don't stay in that energy. Yeah, we have the Devil, the Ace of Swords, the Lovers, and the Two of Cups with Justice here. This feels like definitely the Devil, the Ace of Swords, and the Lovers makes me feel like you're breaking free of restriction, like you're cutting the chains loose is what it feels like, because the Lovers is the inverse of the Devil and the Devil's the inverse of the Lovers, right? They're the same. Lovers is number 6 and they're not shackled, and the 15 is the Devil, which breaks down to a 6, but they are shackled. So there's just like this restriction aspect to the Devil of like what you've aligned yourself with. It feels like you guys are cutting that loose, Ace of Swords, and therefore you're coming into alignment with either something or someone, or even your own self, of like you're in more of alignment of where you're trying to go. So it feels like something that you left behind was actually not good for you, and so it sucks that you had to let it go, but I actually feel like that's probably what was meant to happen. So something doesn't work out, but it's because it's not meant for you. Why is this everything is fine here for Aquarius in their money and career? Why is this here? This Ten of Swords here. What is this here for Aquarius? The Hanged Man. Yeah, something you're holding on to. We have the Hermit. Internally, though, like you're not really expressing this to other people that you're hurt, but there's a need for you to kind of shift your perspective and take your focus off of, like, let that Ten of Swords go, because I think it's hindering you in some way. What's this Queen of Wands here? Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. So taking your time, maybe planning. Again, there needs to be more love brought into this situation, like more compassion, maybe compassion for yourself. Maybe you're mad at yourself for something that didn't work out the way that you wanted or wasn't successful. We have the Hierophant with the Three of Wands. Maybe one more here with the Three of Wands. One more here with this Three of Wands and the Hierophant. What is this about? Five of Cups and the Chariot. Again, like overcoming and moving forward. There's a lesson to be learned here, Aquarius, in this situation. It feels like you have regrets around this, but it's like you have to let that go in order to move forward. You have to process and transmute that energy to be able to move forward. This is an obstacle with the Chariot here. It's an obstacle that you're able to overcome. And I think you're actually becoming wiser because this didn't work out. Like you're learning something from this situation that you just might not see right in the moment. What's this Eight of Cups here? Why is the Eight of Cups here? The Emperor and the Sun. Stepping back into your power, your self-confidence as well. And then we have the Moon. Letting go of fears and worries, needing to start fresh, but also just like trust yourself. It feels like there's, I don't know, it's like you're mad at yourself almost is what it feels like. You're mad at yourself for this not working out, but not really seeing the lesson in it. I think there's a lesson in this, especially with that Jupiter return. There's something that you're gaining from this situation, whether you see it in the beginning or not. Why is the Emperor here? Yeah, Three of Swords. Your ego's been hurt. Seven of Swords. Like, your ego's been hurt, but you got to let this go. Eight of Cups. Ace of Wands. And that's when you're going to get that passion, that confidence. Like, I almost feel like there needs to be a restart here when it comes to your energy around your money, your career. It feels like more career-based, like something didn't work out the way that you wanted it to work out. I mean, maybe you had a financial situation happen, but with the Emperor, it makes me feel like you can get this under control. You can start to rebuild. Knight of Pentacles. You can start to move forward. Maybe your values are changing. Maybe that's what needs to change, is like what you value, what you honor. But you've got the Emperor out here twice. You've got the Queen of Wands and Knight of Pentacles. Like, there's good, strong, confident energy. But you have to take responsibility for the situation and not be bitter. It feels like there's a bitterness around what has gone on here for you that you got to let go. Yeah, the Frog. Cleaning house, releasing emotional baggage, so that you can bring more love and compassion into this situation and rebuild this. And there's like a resistance because you're mad that something didn't work out. But that's because there's supposed to be something better here for you. Something new for you. New energy, fresh energy. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. This is so that, again, Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter energy, right? So it's like, this is so that things can expand here for you. This is bringing in expansion and growth. I don't think you see it like that in the beginning, though, which is why this causes a little bit of struggle. Okay? So, again, there's something that goes on that you're not thrilled about, you're kind of frustrated about, you're angry about, you're upset about. But I feel like as long as you take responsibility and you take matters in your own hands to change this situation, you'll be fine. It just is like you kind of have a little bit of a hiccup moment. Some of you need to take a bit of a pause too to really reflect on this, because I think it's actually bringing you something better. Okay? So we're going to get one last message here for you, Aquarius, for 2022. This is going to just be a general message that you need to hear for the year. We have evolution and vulnerability. So I'm going to read both of these cards here for you. They have written messages on the back. So evolution says, consider what evolution means to you. Is your evolution about growth, expansion, adaptation, success, or becoming a better version of yourself? Look for ways to flourish in the face of a challenge. Break a problem down to its elements. Be creative and consider how you can make it more fun and inspiring. Alternatively, ask how you can learn, grow, and become stronger through what is happening for you. You may be pushed to greater and deeper learnings, and it might be an uncomfortable process, but the strength, growth, and wisdom that comes from journeying through the eye of the storm and embodying this knowledge is something no teacher can show you. This kind of feels like this is related to this. And then we have vulnerability. We are truly honest with ourselves in all our facets when we are vulnerable. That honesty is an important step in discovering our shadows and bringing them into the light for healing. When we share our vulnerabilities with others, we allow them to glimpse a deeper part of ourselves. Being vulnerable with yourself and others. It may be time to step into the role of a healer and hold space. Holding space means being fully present without judgment in a way that provides a safe and nurturing environment. Here, the guards are dropped, a deeper level of awareness and relating can unfold, and profound healing takes place. So it feels like, too, there's, from an emotional sense, like your relationships and the people in your life, there's a lot of healing going on. Needing to be more vulnerable, allow yourself to feel, and also heal, bring those things to the surface so that they can be healed. And hold space for yourself and others when going through this transformative energy. And when it comes to your career, there's something that's evolving. You're evolving, and there's a lot of growth and strength and knowledge and wisdom that you're gaining from these challenging situations that you're going through, that you have gone through, that are helping you to get to the next level. So it's just like all about like not being so hard on yourself, and also opening yourself up and allowing yourself to feel your emotions and be vulnerable. So that you can bring them to the surface so that you can heal them. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Hopefully that resonates for you. If not, again, you can check out your sun, your moon, your rising sign, or you can just see what comes up through the year of 2022. I'll be doing lots of other readings. So hopefully it resonates with you. And if not, again, you can always kind of check back later or check a different reading. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.